a kid with nothing, lost and broke on empty streets. But I found a fire, a way to aspire, stacked my skills and claimed my beat. From the cold nights with empty dreams to building futures, living dreams. We changed the game, flipped the script, now we're thriving, making history. We are the skill stackers, breaking free from being broke. We learned the game, we changed our fate, now we never have to worry or wait. We are the skill stackers, climbing high and never poor, stacking skills to pay the bills. We'll never be broke anymore. They said we'd always be stuck here, trapped in cycles of debt and pain. But we learned to hustle, built our muscle, now we're the ones breaking the chains. The world said no, we made it yes, turned every failure into progress. Now we're thriving, we're surviving, skill stacker army nevertheless. We are the skill stackers, from the bottom to the top. We built a life, beat every strife, and now we're never gonna stop. No one should live broke, no one should stay poor. We lift each other, grow and discover. This movement's more than just a dream, it's a legacy we'll leave behind unseen. We are the skill stackers, the future is in our hands. We stack our skills, we build our wills, and change the world across the land. We'll never be broke again. Skill stackers till the end. Hey, wait, yeah, long neck, big drip, Gary on the chain, spotlight shine when I step in the game. Solana running on the top of the block, NFT flex, they just screenshot and talk. No rug pull here, this giraffe built real. I'm not a meme, I'm a movement, I seal deals. They got monkeys, frogs, man, that's old news. I'm dripping with utility, they stuck on views. I'm giraffe-ish, not bullish, price tag stupid, yeah it's foolish. Climbing charts while they stuck in loops. Gary got that neck for truth. Tall vibes, I'm stretching skies, verified flex while the floor price dies. From the Serengeti to Solana halls, I don't just moon, I ball. Gary got the stance like a Vogue pose freeze. I'm tall in the meta, got wet brie on his knees. Not pixelated, I'm stylized and rare. You meant to regret me, I'm billionaire heir. I got traits they dream of, swagger they steal. While they pump and dump, I just close big deals. No Discord drama, just Gary finesse. Other NFTs wish they had this flex. They mint 10K, I'm the one that hits. Holographic drip with utility blitz. Not a JPEG joke, I'm a VIP. They stuck in the JPEG past me, I'm Web3. Call me the neck, worth betting the farm. I don't go to the moon, I own the stars. This ain't hype, this legacy code. Gary gon' rewrite the blockchain road. I'm giraffe-ish, not bullish, value rise steady, ain't no foolish. I'm not a trend, I'm a tidal wave. Solana crown, they just throw shade. Crypto king in a giraffe fit, other NFTs just counterfeit. So when the floor sweeps, know who reigns. Gary the Great, changing the game. They chase memes, I build empires. Gary's name in digital choirs. So if you miss me, good luck bruh. Next mint's double, and I don't budge. Right.
Let's go. What is up, fam? Good morning. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, April 8th at 8:05 a.m. Man, that's a lot of eights. What an amazing day. 8 is my lucky number. I did not plan for it to fall on this time. 8 o'clock a.m., April 8th, on the 8th day left of the 30 days of giveaways. We're on the 8th day left. There's only 8 days left. 7 if you're not counting today. Man, what an amazing ride. What an amazing journey it's been. Yesterday was wild. All right. Yesterday was amazing. If you missed it, you probably didn't, but just in case, we gave away 50 Gary. We gave away a meme militia number 536. We gave away 25,000 stacker. We gave away 50 more Gary. We gave away 100,000 Gary, and we gave away 25,000 Gary. How freaking amazing is that for a giveaway? I don't know if you guys have been part of any giveaways like this before. They go for 30 days, but I like to recreate the wheel sometimes and try my own methods, my own practices to see what works and what doesn't work. And so far, it has been very successful. We are up almost 20% yesterday. We were up. In fact, I can show you guys here in a second. But first, before I do that, I just want to say what's up to all my giraffe fam, all my skill stacker fam, all the giraffes in the house. If you're part of a skill stacker, there's probably a pretty good chance you're also a giraffe at the same time. Sly Fox, what's up? Good to have you in the house here. Good to see you. Zowie, I like that. Bearded, of course. Every day, all day. Sleepy Squirrel. I feel like we're getting closer and closer here. I love seeing your picture pop up every day. It's awesome. And then you got Reich, who made these. I made these. I am actually working on an entire album right now. I'm not just working on a couple songs here and there. I have an entire album that I've been working on. It's going to be the Skill Stacker album. It's going to include Gary. It's going to include Meme Militia. I am working on a Meme Militia song. I have that I've been working on pretty aggressively. So I'm the one that's making all these. I did the Giraffish song. I did the Skill Stacker song. And yeah, I got a lot more than that coming up too. So just an exciting time to be able to create the way that you can create. Good morning to Sebastian. Let's see here. I need that song. That's right. We'll have an album soon, so don't worry. 888. 8 is my lucky number. In fact, I even have it tattooed. If you can kind of see it right there, it's in the 8 ball. I got not a magic 8 ball, but I got an 8 ball right there. If you want to get in on these entries, if you missed it today, you're going to be kicking yourself here in just a minute when you see what I've got for you. The songs are great. Love them. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love creating music. I play. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me turn there we go. I do play. I read music. I don't write music yet. I do read music. I got my guitar back there. So it's something that I really enjoy. Music is very, very fun. So looking forward to hearing your style. Yeah, I got an eclectic mix because I'm into some funk. I'm into some jazz. I'm into some old school Dean Martin and Johnny Cash and country, some Josh Turner. That's what I normally sing when I do sing. So just a lot of fun. I love having fun. Music is a great way to let loose and express and have some freedom. So hopefully my audio sounds good today. Let me double check if I'm using the right microphone. I'm not using the right microphone. Let me see. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if this gets better or if this gets worse? Let me know. I just switched my microphone to my blue Yeti here that I have next to me that I don't normally use. You sing too, Maui Nancy. Oh man, we're gonna have to do a duet. See, that's what I was saying yesterday when I was in the room with Joe, I found out he plays the guitar, and I was thinking, man, we need to have a giraffe fest where we do a big event with all the giraffe family. We got a pretty big family now at this point. At least there's a few hundred people at the minimum that we could get together for a big event. How fun would that be? That would be really, really fun. So I have a message for you guys as always. Man, my nose is itchy. I went and bought some allergy medicine and I forgot to take it. That's just how it goes sometimes. But I have the wall that's green behind me. And I've been really sitting this morning since very, very early. I got up at 5 a.m. Oh man, you can play the guitar too. So I got up at 5 a.m. and just kind of sat in quiet. Kind of sat with the Lord, sat with my Creator, and just asked, what is it that you want to put on my heart today? What is it that you have for me? And there was a few things that came to my mind that I feel like I should share with you. I have noticed that many of the people, what's up, Riddles? I've noticed that many of the people in my community and in the giraffe community tend to be early birds. They get up early, they start their days really early. Depending on where you're at in the country, you may get a head start even on me if you're an early bird, because I don't get up till about 5 a.m., between 5 and 6 a.m. I don't really have an exact time, but I'm usually up and awake at 5 a.m. and I'm at the gym by 6. It's one of my routines, one of my consistent things that I do in my life, and it has made a huge difference in my life. There was about an 18-year period there where I didn't work out really at all. From the time I got out of just after high school, I did some fitness and MMA and martial arts and boxing and full circle fighting for a couple of years after high school. But from about 21 on until about 35, I really didn't work out anymore. Yeah, I'm a 5 a.m. kind of gal. So that's what Nancy said, Maui Nancy, not me. So I was thinking about that, of how I have shifted from being a night owl to being a morning early bird. And I was never a morning person, and I still struggle with it at times. It's not easy for me. But as I was thinking about it, there is something the Lord put on my heart here, and I don't have any script. There's no outline here. All I have is just what's on my heart and what's on my mind and where I've been rooted this morning in that time with Him. And the thing that keeps coming up for me is rest. And I've talked a lot about this over the last few months, but when you're working into the late wee hours of the night, 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, you're staying up super late, you haven't given your body the rest that it needs to perform at its highest. You're running yourself ragged, and you're taking from your cup. You're taking from your cup. You're not adding to your cup. You're taking from your cup. And so I know that there are people in different parts of the world that don't really have a choice. They have to be up late. They have to be up in the middle of the night, and they have to pull all-nighters and things like that. I was there at one point in my life. But I think it's really important to challenge yourself in these seasons. If you're in a place where you don't have to stay up until 2 and 3 in the morning, you don't have to be up super early or super late, that you challenge yourself to start getting up early. The things that have shifted in my life, from my weight to my health to my energy levels to the level of performance that I have. When I wake up, I'll just give you kind of a quick run through of what my days look like. I wake up at, this morning I actually woke up at 4:45. When you wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's quiet. Everybody's asleep. And if you have kids, that's really valuable to have quiet. And I don't get that a lot, because I like to say that usually when my daughter's awake, she's talking. As long as she's awake, she's pretty much talking 24/7. She's a lot like me. And so in that quiet time, I find myself having a lot of space and quiet to reflect, and to have that time to obviously spend upward, like I've talked about before, but also to just be in the peace of the world. Because I think that we live in such a noisy world with social media and music and traffic and commuting and work and coworkers and our phones, and just like there's so much noise all the time, that to be able to harness a little bit of that quiet, I think that's what ultimately had me clinging to being a night owl, because it was quiet at night. But the difference is, and it's biblical here, and I can't give you the exact scripture, but it is biblical. I'm going to pull this up. I got my Bible right here. I keep it right next to me. But it is biblical that between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., oh my gosh, look at that. Between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., or 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., it is a spiritual hour. And there's something supernatural about it that I have found, where I'm able to hear not the voice of the world, not even my own voice as much, but I'm able to hear the voice of my Creator that wants to connect with me, that wants to intentionally have a relationship with me. And for the longest time, for most of my walk as a believer, because I was always a believer, I've never been religious. I've always considered myself a Christian because I follow Jesus. And yes, I might look like a religious person because I have a 6-foot wooden cross that I had my friend make, but there was a purpose why I had that made. There's another story there for another day. This is probably one of the most, if I lost everything in my life outside of my family and I can only keep one thing, this would probably be one of the things here that I would have to keep. There's a really, really powerful testimony and story behind that cross, and the sacrifice that was made in my own life, and where I ended up in different seasons of my life shortly after getting that cross made. So, but having that time and understanding that there's a creator that wants to have a relationship with you, that wants to have um, that has plans for you that are way better than anything you can come up with. For many, many years, I went from relationship to relationship. I went from marriage to another marriage. And it wasn't until I finally surrendered my life over to my creator and said, you know what? I've done the dating thing, I've done the engagement thing, I've done the wedding thing, I've been married, I got divorced, and here I am, Lord. And this was in 2015, I'm sorry, 2016, coming into 2017. And I said, I've been trying to do this my whole life my way, trying to go onto the dating apps and meet girls in places and get into these relationships and think that I know I'm a good person, so I don't understand why these relationships just don't work. I don't understand why I just can't have a healthy relationship with somebody. Why are there always problems? Like, I'm so easygoing, I'm not hard to get along with. Sure, I talk a lot, and sure, I got a lot of deep introspective thoughts and questions for people, and I'm a very trusting person, so I don't understand why this is so hard for me. And I realized because I was trying to do things my way. And then in 2016, I had a horrible breakup. And that's really what kind of put me over my edge. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done dating. I'm done trying to do all this. I'm going to delete the apps off my phone, including Facebook, Instagram, all of them. I'm going to get rid of all these social media apps. And I'm just going to spend the next 2 weeks at minimum. And I'm just going to spend it with you. And I'm going to date the Lord. I'm going to date God. I'm going to date Jesus, however you want to say that. And I'm going to put as much heart and as much time and as much energy as I have into women and into pursuing women and being in relationships with women than I am with you. I'm going to make you my number one for a change. And I did that. And in that season for me, and like I said, you don't have to believe to belong with me. But you just do need to know that you were made with a purpose, on purpose, and for a purpose. And so I started doing that. And within a few weeks, I ended up having some words that people had said to me that were like, whoa, where did that come from? They're like, I don't know. I heard that and just heard you needed to hear that. And so I heard some really encouraging things that God was going to reward my obedience and my surrender. And a lot of people look at obedience as a bad thing, but obedience is actually one of the most powerful gifts that we are given, to be able to fall in line, to be able to listen, to be able to let go of control of things. Because a lot of us think that we're in control. That's just a false box that doesn't actually even exist. It's a false narrative that we think that we have. My daughter is right with me at all times. There we go. I'm an early bird too. And so I totally surrendered. I totally gave it all up. And then out of nowhere, I decided to add the Facebook app back. I think it had been about 3 weeks or maybe even a month at that point. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any dating apps, but I'm going to get back on Facebook because my business is on Facebook. I make a lot of money from Facebook, and I need to get some things going. So I add Facebook back. And that day, I get a friend request. And the friend request is from a woman named Whitney Mello. And I had met Whitney Mello when I was 16 years old at her house party when I was homeless on the streets. In fact, I ended up sleeping on her couch that night. And everybody in town that I had known that knew her as the wild, crazy party girl. And what's funny now, looking back on it, is I know she didn't even drink. She wasn't even into drugs or doing any of that stuff, but she was the wild, crazy party girl. She was the fun, dancing, singing kind of person. And she sends me this friend request, and I was like, oh my gosh, look who it is. It's freaking Whitney Mello. Oh boy, what is this all about? And so I sent her a message. I'm like, hey, what's up, stranger? How you doing? And next thing you know, we're going back and forth via messages, sending each other GIFs, those little animated GIFs. And conversations just continued on. And you probably could catch my drift of where I'm going. But what's funny about this is, for the first time, I was so rooted in my relationship with my creator that I was not falling into the normal patterns and behaviors that I had had in my life, where I was like chasing a woman. I was not chasing her at all. In fact, I was kind of trying to repel her away from me because I didn't think that she was part of God's plan. And through that process of me trying to repel her away from me and not pursue her, I think it drew her more to me. And so I had some crazy life events happen during that time. We started hanging out. We became friends. We went on a basically what I would call not a date, but like a friend date, where we met up at the church, and I brought my boy and she brought her boy, and we got to hear about each other's lives. And I was like, man, this is a really cool person. I'm so glad I reconnected with her. And I haven't had female friends in such a long time. You know, when you're in a marriage, you tend to shut out all the females in your life out of respect for your partner, right? And so I decided I'm just going to keep this at a distance. I'm just going to stay friends, and I wasn't thinking romantically at all. She was the entire time. She knew what she was doing when she saw the Facebook post, or when she saw me get back on Facebook and saw my profile active. She said she knew exactly what she was doing. And then I had this traumatic incident happen with my son where he was taken from school in the middle of the day and nobody had told me. And they put out an Amber Alert and all this crazy stuff. And she had just showed up for me in such a significant way. Like no one had ever showed up for me before. And she walked out of her job to be there with me while we were trying to find him. And so it just really was a really powerful friendship right from the beginning. And that was the foundation of a relationship. And I got home that night after this really traumatic event, and I was laying in bed, and she had come over and she's like, "Can I just hang out with you for a few hours?" I'm like, "Sure." So she's laying on the bed, and my son's laying on the other side of the bed, and I'm just laying there staring up at the ceiling, just tears coming down my eyes from what an incredible day it was. And then God spoke to me very, very clearly and was like, "This is your person, and it's always been your person." And he gave me this flashback of her house party to TGI Fridays and me ducking and dodging and her not wanting to see me at TGI Fridays. Because what I skipped over here in my story is that her and I actually had a little fling for a short period when I was 18. I was doing nightlife promotions and club promotions, 17, 18. And we had a little fling, and she wanted to be in a relationship with me. And I told her, no, I wasn't interested. She's an absolute dime, like top 10, just absolute rock, beautiful woman. But I just wasn't in that place in my life at 18 to commit to any kind of long-term relationship. So I shut her down and I broke her heart. And God showed me that moment. He showed me all the different situations through my life. And it instantly became one of those shifts in my life where it went from like, I think I know the way, but I'm just going to give God control, to, oh my gosh, I was so stupid this whole time. Like, your plans were always so much better than my plans. Your ideas and your architecture, your grand architecture that you have as a creator is so much better than anything I could ever come up with. Like, seeing all these flashbacks of all these moments in time, all leading up to where we were right then and there, it became a knowing. It wasn't just a feeling or about faith or just trusting that that was going to happen. It became, I knew it. I knew it like my hair and beard is red. I knew it with every fiber of my being. I knew exactly who she was and what her purpose in my life was. And I say this because it connects back to the morning thing for me. As I started getting back into my daily rhythms with early mornings, I started to realize that I had lost touch with that same voice, that I had started to try to take control back from my creator who loves me, who wants a relationship with me. And I had kind of, I wouldn't say shut him out, but I had not been being intentional about spending time with my creator. And as somebody that is a disciple, that's what I consider myself. I believe that there's a discipleship model that I have learned through trainings and education that I could share with you guys regardless. And it doesn't just happen to be if you're a faith believer or not. If you have a relationship up, you have a relationship in, and you have a relationship out. In fact, I'll draw it here on this paper here and show you guys, because there's a visual model for it. Up, in, and out. So similar to this, you can see up, in, and out. It's in a triangle. And this is how you have a healthy and balanced life, is to have a relationship with yourself, having a relationship with others, and having a relationship with your creator. And the early mornings, I realized, have given me that back. When I'm working late nights at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, I'm not focused. I don't have that quiet time. My only focus at that is getting the work done so I can get to sleep and get a couple hours of sleep. Versus when I'm actually going to bed early, or earlier, I would say 10, 10:30, before 11 o'clock, and I get up at 4 or 5 and I get my 5, 6, 6.5, about 6.5 hours that I get, sometimes 7 if I'm lucky. If I get to bed early enough, I'm just so much more rested. My brain has had chance to recover from everything that I've ingested throughout the day in my brain and I've taken in. And I just operate from such a stronger place in my life. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you have been doing the night owl thing for a long time, like I did, give it a try. but you have to stick to it for a little bit because it's going to be hard, just like anything else that you have to quit or change, or any behavior patterns in your life. It takes a while. And that could just start by maybe tonight, instead of going to bed at midnight or 1 o'clock, you roll it back an hour and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to turn off the Netflix. I'm going to turn off the Hulu. I'm going to turn off the Amazon Prime. I'm going to turn off the Paramount. I'm going to turn off the HBO Max. I'm going to turn off the YouTube, and I'm going to make it a mission tonight to go to bed 1 hour earlier, and watch how you wake up naturally earlier. And this has been my experience. And then you could start easing that back, and your body's going to tell you how much sleep you need, especially if you've been, lacking in sleep. You might be a rough first couple of days, but I promise you, after you get through that first initial hump and making that switch, 5 a.m.s are hard. They're still not easy for me, but you want to find a rhythm and a routine. And then this is where it's leading me to, of all of this, is you start to develop what I call, like, the late night night owl stuff. For me, is about being a rebel and having as much freedom as I possibly can. And I really value my freedom to the point where I've sacrificed my health for it. Like, any skill overused is a weakness. Any skill overused is a weakness. And so I realized that when I'm doing this free spirited night owl, stay up late, work until I basically collapse, until I can't go anymore, that doesn't create structure, routines, and rituals in my life. And the progress that I make, although I make progress, I'm working at like a 3, 5, maybe 10% efficiency, versus when I wake up early in the morning and I start my day, and the first thing I do now when I wake up is I have my water, I fill it up the night before, and I drink my entire water. That now turns everything on. And then the second thing that I do after I get up out of bed is I get up off of my heels and I'm up on my toes, and I just do this. And it's really good to just move your arms, shake your body around, tilt your head around. Think about that. If you can loosen all this stuff up and get your body moving, and your shoulders and your back and your legs, and you stay off of your heels and you stay onto your toes, if you do that every day for 30 days, I promise you, you're going to feel a huge difference. Testosterone, hormone levels, energy levels, just by jumping for 45 seconds. It's really crazy how much of a difference it will make in your life. Just one small little activity like that. And then from there, I usually like to crack a yerba mate, because I just love these things. They're just so delicious. And that gives me another little pep in my step. And then I'm usually off to the gym, at least a few days a week, not every single day of the week. I got to rest too, but at least a few days a week, I'm off to the gym, and I'm pushing my body. I'm growing, and I'm stretching myself, and I want to stay in good shape in here more than anywhere. For men and women, this is the most important area to keep very, very strong. And it's not just from the hip thrust in. Okay, that's important. But this right here, if you lose your strength in your core right here, you can't see it. If you lose your strength and you lose your balance and you bust a hip, or you fall, or your legs, anything from basically your knees up to your hips, if you don't have a strong core there, and this is what a lot of people deal with, sciatic pain and back pain and lower back pain, all this stuff is a weakening of this core area. And this right here is your center. You have to strengthen this center and continue to make this stronger and stronger day by day. And you don't need to be the world's strongest man and become some crazy freaking bodybuilder. Like, that's not the point of working out. The point of working out is making sure that you're 10%, 5%, or at least just 1% per day better than you were the day before, so that you can live healthy and strong, that you're not falling at 50 years old and busting a hip. So look at you. Congratulations, man. Stopped drinking 6 months ago, and I got 20 kilograms, and it doesn't change. I lost 20 kilograms and doesn't change another thing. Well, that's just the beginning of your journey. I'm sure there's a lot more ahead for you. Congratulations to you. That's an amazing, amazing accomplishment. That's a huge accomplishment. I lost my grandfather from alcohol right in front of me at 4 years old. So it's a value of mine. It's a void that happened to me that I have just really kind of always strayed away from alcohol, just not been my thing. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys know that, like, starting these daily rituals and routines is really important. But the thing I'm going to close here on before we get to the giveaways, and you guys are going to be freaking blown away, is the non-negotiables. What I want every single person here to do, just like brushing your teeth. Okay, let's use this as an example. Brushing your teeth, we could all agree, every single one of us could agree, that brushing your teeth is a non-negotiable. Okay. One of the things I've been really terrible about for years is my water intake. You are supposed to drink half of your body weight every single day in ounces of water. So I'm about 170 pounds. So what would that be? About 86 ounces of water, something like that. Hi, Bun Bun. You going to school? I got a special friend today. Say hi. Say hi. There we go. Peep. Peep. I love you. Peep, have a good day. Peep, peep. Oh. All right. So let me close this. So the question for you guys is, what are your non-negotiables? Well, I'm going to show you something here, and then we're going to go over to the giveaways. Check this out. I think you guys are going to really, really like this. All right, I have this open for a reason. Yesterday, we did our Mentorship Monday like we always do. And you can see here, somebody wanted the queen. Who is the skill stacker that is holding 1 million stacker and selling the queen meme militia NFT for 7.8 SOL? I want it. Let's talk if you see this. But you see here, somebody bought the queen piece and it was eyeing. So someone's pretty bummed out about that. But here's the daily non-negotiables. Look at Bailey's daily non-negotiables. Pray and read a verse. Pray with the Lord, or read a verse of a section of the Bible every day. Pray with the Lord. Work out because I desire to be healthy for a long time. Read something other than scripture. Okay, you can read 1 page in a day. Every single one of you that's watching this right now, if you're not reading on a regular basis, should be a non-negotiable for you. I don't know if you guys can see my screen still. Let me go look and see what you guys see. Okay, let me split my screen here. Okay, this is a really good book here. This is a really good book. There's a lot of books. I mean, I got a whole freaking shelf of them. If you could get this book right here, open it up and just read 1 page. Just 1 page. That's all I'm asking from you guys is 1 page. You just read 1 page of this book and you do this once a day, every day. You'll get through this entire book. And I promise who you are at the end of that year will be different and will be better than if you don't read this at all. You guys spend plenty of time doom scrolling on social media. Why don't you start doom scrolling on books? And there's no excuse. Even if you have a hard time reading because you're dyslexic or you have to read the page 3 times to be able to understand it, whatever the learning disability is that you have, you can use an audiobook. Audiobooks. They have changed my life having audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks very, very often. And that's how I go through as many books as I do. So whether you're reading it physically or you're listening to an audiobook, that's the key here. Let me show you just a couple more things. So this is Bailey's stuff. Stay up on Duolingo leaderboard. He wants to be in the top 9. Have a check-in with the youth or young adult. Write or record a verse, chorus, bridge, or melody. All right, so that's his. Look at, you can see here, you got Anthony's morning rituals, walk the dog, open his calendar, 15 minutes of sales activities, read minimum of 1 page, reach out to loved ones and share time, evening ritual, including Bible and prayer. Look at Tasha here. Time with my spirit in the morning, yoga and prayer, morning walk, drawing time, water drinking, prospecting time, time researching. Like, this is what our community is all about. Eric's non-negotiables: exercise, rest, 6 p.m. supper. He uses the word supper, so he's dating himself there. Planning time each day, time with his child, sales and marketing, reaching out to clients for 15 minutes, dog walking. Look at how many people got dog walking. I went and did that last night and walked my dog. So a lot of really good non-negotiables in here. We do this every single week on Mondays. We do Mentorship Mondays. They start at 10 a.m. Pacific here in California. Wherever you are in the world, that you can just do the math there. It's 10 a.m. California time. So you can flip that over. But you need to have your daily non-negotiables that are going to help move your life forward every day. My biggest ones: I got to spend more time uninterrupted with no phones, no technology with my wife and daughter. I got a minimum of 15 minutes each for each of them. So that's 30 minutes of my day. I get 24 hours in a day. And all I'm committing to is 30 minutes an entire day of uninterrupted time. That's a pretty freaking reasonable non-negotiable, I would say. Water. I'm, like I said, 170 pounds. If I do that, half of that weight in ounces of water, that's 80 something ounces of water that I got to drink every single day without fail. And I'm doing a pretty good job so far. I haven't hit that number yet, but I'm getting closer than I ever have been. And being hydrated, because so many people are dehydrated, is really, really important. So the last thing here, I'm working on the Meme Militia song. And then there was something else. Oh, I wanted to show you where we're doing. So We've had 5 sales on Meme Militia in the last 24 hours, which is freaking amazing. 27 soul worth of volume. This blows my mind. 38 are currently listed out of 555. I don't know what's saying 554. There are 64 owners. You can see here. Look at some of these buys. Yesterday, we had a 2.9 sale happen of this queen. This person just got tens of thousands of dollars worth of value in just this year alone for $321. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of value. Unbelievable. Absolutely insane. And there's other ones here that have been happening, other sales. Look at, you can see these cells. Here's I know there was another queen and there was a king. Look at this one. This one here sold for 1 soul. Dude, do you have any idea how big this is? If you haven't read my article that's on my page for Meme Militia, you should go do that. You're going to be blown away. Here's one for 5 soul. It's a king. Somebody got this one. This one literally gives you one-on-one coaching with me, one-on-one every single week for life if you hold one of these. Absolutely insane. So we are creating a market. We have a utility. We have this amazing art that I've spent a lot of time creating. I just wanted to show you that. And then the last thing I was going to show you is Skill Stacker. Whoops. Let's see here. It's giving me a problem now. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's making me log in. Hold on. I got to log back into my wallet. Give me just a second. Here we go. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Confirm. Okay, so I wanted to go back and show you. There we go. So check this out. I'm going to share this out. So this is Gary. Gary has made a huge recovery, about 20% recovery from the whole market's down, but Gary's up, right? Stacker coin, same thing. Market's down, but Skill Stacker is up. We are pushing back up towards what is that? Let me go to market cap here. We're pushing back up to, there's the price. Let me go back to market cap. This is weird. What's going on here? Let me just refresh. Let me share this tab. I'll refresh. There we go. Come on, GMGN. Don't fail me now. I am a human. So weird how this does this. Okay. We're on our way back to, I think we're at like 30-something thousand, 37,000. So we're getting back to close to 40,000 from when we hit that low that we probably ever will hit again, 29,000. Our holders are growing. We're coming back up towards 600 holders. So things are looking really, really good for Skill Stacker. Now, are you guys ready? Let me see some hearts. Let me see some activity down here in the chat or in the comments. I want to see something. You guys, she has your eyes. She does have my eyes. That's so funny. And all my colors, my hair and everything. So you guys ready for this giveaway today? Because I think you guys are going to be a little surprised. Some of you might be. Some of you might not be. But I think you guys should be pretty excited when you see this. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the wheel. And we're going to share this. And you guys are going to be like, what in the heck is this guy doing? I told you throughout this process, I promised you there was going to be a day where every single thing on the wheel had a prize. And that every single person here was going to win something. Every single person here was going to win something. Well, today just happens to be that day. Today happens to be that day because it's my lucky number, because it's the number 8. And this is not the only day we'll do something like this, but this is the biggest day that we have so far. Look at this fucking wheel right now. We got 1,000 stacker. We got 25,000 stacker. We got 250,000, 1,000, 1,000, 10,000, 50 Gary. I got Meme Militia number 415 on here. We got 10,000, 1,000, 25,000, 1,000, 10,000, 1,000, 100,000 stacker. We got 1,000 here, 10,000 here, 1,000 here, 50 more Gary here, 1,000. Hold on a second. What does this say? Can you guys see this right here? Let me actually unhide this so you can see it. Look at this. Oh, you guys can't see on the right-hand side. If you look right here, in fact, I'm just going to spin it just to show you. Maybe I can just refresh it. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Now, check this out. You guys are going to be like, what in the heck is this guy? So 415, 250,000 stacker, 1,000 stacker. The canvas is on here again. I put another canvas on here. I had taken that off a couple days ago. I put it back on. And right here, we'll get to it. 1,000, 10,000, 1,000, 25,000. Look at all this. 1 million stacker tokens. That's what we got right here. 1 million stacker tokens. That is insane. I didn't want to put this on here, but I do want to put it on here if that makes sense. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of stacker. I'm setting somebody up for life. So I don't know who's going to win this today, but we have a really good amount of spins. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 winners. If you're here and you entered, you're a winner today. There isn't one person that didn't enter that isn't going to win. Today, the giveaway. That's right. Today is the day of all the giveaways. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into it because we don't have a ton of time. I got 20 minutes to get to 15 of these. So that being said, our first person, you bought, let's see here. Let me just make sure. Dude, you've been buying a lot. You bought here, okay, is F1ESP. F1ESP. You are first up on the wheel, and we're going to go ahead and spin for you right now. Better get my pen ready. Here we go. 16 winners. Come on, let's go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? No freaking way. No. Oh my God. I was going to say on the first spin. Whew. That was a close one. All right. Congratulations. F1ESP. You are our first winner today. 1K. Whoops. 1K. Stacker. Come on. There we go. First one's in. All right. Next person that we have is 6HIYV. 6HIYV. You are next on the wheel. I'm so excited for you. I think this is going to be big. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. 10K. Let's go. 10K, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 6HIYV. 10K stacker. Man, this is freaking wild. Is this cool or what? Good luck to all. I'm jealous, but I'm happy for you. I tried to warn some people, like, today is not the day to miss. You could spend 1 penny worth of USD and you could qualify to get in here. And there's going to be another opportunity before we're done with all this. We still have 7 days left after today. So don't forget that. Next one here is 12AXE. Good to see you back here as always. Thank you for consistently showing up. This is one of the things that Gary teaches. Gary Henderson with Gary Coin, which is on the wheel, is to keep showing up. As long as you keep showing up every day, you're going to win. It's just you have more chances than not showing up every day. So with that being said, 12AXE, it's your turn. I'm praying that you get the biggest prize on the wheel. Come on, let's go. Biggest day ever for sure. No way. Yeah! 12AXE. Come on. You just got a canvas. That is like a $200 value. Let me show you real fast. Now that my screen is bigger, you guys can see. This is not the one, but this is the size. You can see it's framed. It's got mounting brackets. It's got everything. This is real. This is legit. This is a hand-wrapped canvas, framed. I'm going to make you a skill stacker one. That is number 5. I've given away 5 of these so far. I got to send them out still. Maui Nancy's got one. I think she's got technically 2. Bearded's got one. There's somebody else that has one as well. So if you guys haven't, I got to schedule a time with you guys to get you guys these designs, and so that you guys can pick the ones that you want and ship these out. But 12AXE, congratulations. Danny, let's go. Come on, I'm gonna put Danny right there. Let's go. Thank you for entering. I'm freaking all about it. Let's go. We got more to give away. We got to keep it moving. All right. The next one here is 7GIGOC. 7GIGOC. There ain't one person that's not winning today, baby. Come on. Right? Hopefully you reposted this. You're sharing it. Congrats, Danny. Come on. Another 1,000 stacker. Another 1,000 stacker. There we go. Let's see here. Wait. Sorry. 7GIGOC. There we go. You got 1,000 stacker. 1K stacker. All right. Let's get to the next person. Congratulations. Is JY I'm sorry, J7YZL. Gosh dang it. I keep messing this one up. J7YZL. J7YZL. It's your turn. Let's rock. Look at all these hearts. Come on. Another 1,000. Let's go. Come on. Congratulations, J7YZL and 1K stacker. All right, let's get to the next person. Next person here is CG5E1. CG5E1. Let's go. Whoa, I love all these hearts so much. That's so good. Oh shit! There it is, dude. There it is. Holy shit. Wow. Dude, there it is. Holy crap. I was not 100% sure that we were going to hit that today. Holy moly. We just gave away 1 million skill stacker coins. Now, to put this into perspective, throughout the last 20 days, of the first 20 days that I did this, we gave away just over 1 million skill stacker tokens. And what we just did just now is we just literally gave away 1 million tokens in one spin. Absolutely insane. That was, go back, that was CG5E1. 1 freaking million stacker. Ouch, but that's okay. I bought more. STKR. I bought more. Wow, that's freaking awesome. Congratulations, whoever that is, whoever has CG5E1. Whew, you just scored big for just showing up. That's all it took. You just had to show up. Wow, freaking unbelievable. Okay, so what I do have to do this time is I got to remove that from the wheel because I can't do that a second time. Sorry, guys. That's got to, come on. What is this box doing? There we go. Remove. All right. So the next one here is, that was freaking awesome. 2Z3WB. 2Z3. I'm just going to write this down now because I know you're going to win something. We're just going to put what you're going to win. 2Z3WB. And let's see what you're going to win. Let's go. Still got 50 Gary. Still got a canvas on there. We still got 100,000 stacker. There it is. We still got me militia. You just got 10,000 stacker. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Man, share this with your friends. Look at them all sad. What was sad? How could you possibly be sad? Oh, man. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we're going to close this. Let's see. This is the best freaking day ever. All right. Lucky number 8. Next one here is 4HNWQ. 4H. Let me put this down here. 4HNWQ. Figuring this out here. All right, let's see what you're gonna get. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go big. Go big or go home. Come on. Look at all these people's hearts. Let's go. Oh, what's up, dude? 50 Gary. Yeah, baby. 50 freaking Gary coin. I hope this is your very first Gary coin and you fall in love with Gary just like I did. This man is just, what an amazing human being. What an amazing company, coin, technology. This man has been working his freaking ass off. His ass off for 4 years. I bet you he doesn't even have an ass anymore because he's worked so hard. This dude is just on a whole nother level. He is my inspiration for who I am in the Web3 space and what I'm doing. I would not have half of the shit that I'm doing. This wheel, I would not be doing this wheel right now, straight up, if it were not for Mr. Gary Henderson. So cheers to you, my brother. Man, what an awesome day. We still got more to go. Who's ready for more? Come on. Everyone's a winner. Let's go, baby. You won today if you showed up. All right, let's see here. Next one here is 6X. Let me make sure I didn't already call that one. Okay, yeah. 6XJKX. That's a pretty cool one. 6XJKX. 6XJKX. You are up. Let's just see what you win. Ready? You excited? You pumped? I'm pumped. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, 1,000 stacker. Let's go. No one's losing today. 1K stacker. Come on, baby. STKR. Let's go. All right. Next one here is we're getting down to towards the end already. We got 10 minutes left. 4U9J. Oh, I know this one. JG. 4U9JG. It is your chance, your turn. Let's make some magic happen. Come on. Hopefully you win. I didn't just put, I want to make sure you guys know today's win. Where would this be? Oh, I must have pulled it down or closed it by accident. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, it's right here. Just so you guys know, the meme militia that's on the board is not a soldier. For the first time ever, these have sold for half a soul, 3/4 of a soul. These are worth almost $100 right here without the utility, just on what the current market price is, which is going to go through the freaking roof. So just so you guys know, if you guys land on this, someone I hope does, which could be 4U9JG, you're getting something pretty pricey here, pretty valuable. So let's get back to it. All right, next spin, 4U9JG. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Oh, that was go. Oh, that was it. 1,000 stacker. Come on, baby. Let's go. 1K. I'm giving away a lot today. On top of the million. Look at all this other stacker. I've given away 50 Gary too. That's got some freaking value to it right there. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is for you. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, 4XMEA. 4XMEA. You are next on the wheel. Good luck to you, my friend. Come on. Come on. There it is. There it is. Come on. Fuck. Congratulations, dude. You just got Meme Militia number 415. It only took one more spin to get what I was talking about. This is now yours. This belongs to you. Congratulations. This gives you all kinds of access and discounts. And man, you're going to want to keep this in your stash and hold on to this, because there's something that I have not revealed yet that will be coming in the future weeks about having certain characters, having all characters, having one character. There's all kinds of really fun little things that I'm doing with each of these. So congratulations, man. This is really, really huge. Or woman or lady or gal or whatever you go by. Amazing. I'm super excited for you. This is a really beautiful piece. I put a lot of time into this. You can see all of my fancy work here on the Celtic stripes, all the roses and the side of the head and on the shield and all of this. I really made sure that this was done as well as I possibly could here. So I hope you love it as much as I loved creating it. So let's jump over to the next person. 4XMEA. That was yours. Okay. Let's see. 4XMEA. Okay. So next person, we have 4 left. The next person we have here, go back to the wheel. Let me close this. Oh, I got to pull that off. Actually, there we go. 4XMEA. Okay, the next person is 3. Hey, I know this one. 3WWWF. All right. WWW. I almost forgot a W there. F. This is your spin, your chance, your turn. You've been showing up every single day. It's time for you to reap a huge reward. So let's do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 6 minutes left. 10,000. Stop. Oh, okay. Still, can't complain about 1,000 stacker. That's freaking huge. It's going to be worth a lot. Okay, 1,000 STKR. There we go. Okay, next one is, I think we only got a couple more. Let's see here. Oh, I know this one. Next one here is the one and only 3ERNY. 3ERNY. It's your chance, your turn. Come on. We're going to win something big here. I know it. I can feel it. Let's go. Come on. 250, 250, 250. Okay. 10K. Okay. 10,000. Man, I'm going to have a lot of freaking transaction fees today. 10K STKR. Let's go. I love it. I can't wait to show you guys the new merch I'm making for Skill Stacker too, which I'm going to end up throwing on the wheel here pretty soon. Let's see here. I think we have 2 left. Next one here is 8YDEY. 8YDEY. Your turn on the wheel. Let's go. Good luck and congratulations. Early congratulations, because I know you're going to win. Yay. 25K. Come on, baby. Let's go. That's right. 25K. It's on like Donkey Kong. See, when you guys show up for me, you guys show up for each other, you show up for the community, you invest in the coin, and we start to ramp this thing up, it gives everybody more confidence of where we're going and what we're going to accomplish. If you guys saw the 8 stacker missions, which I can show you guys at the end if we have time here, you know that we're on something bigger than just a token, bigger than just a project. We're here to create a movement and to create a society of skill stackers. I almost want to change the group on X, the community group that we have that's on X, to Skill Stacker Society, because that's what we're really building. We're building a society of people who are leveling up, who are skilling up, who are lifting other people up, who are giving to others. This is the mentality. This is the culture that we want to build. So 8YDEY, congratulations on your 25K. Let's get to the very last person here. Super excited for you. I have a feeling we're going to finish very, very strong here. The gnome in the middle of the wheel looks like a bit like me in 15 years. You're so freaking funny. That's a hilarious statement to make. Okay. G. I haven't seen you before. So, this is your first stacker purchase. GBUDG. GBUDG. Welcome to the family. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here. I'm going to say a little wish. God, give him the greatest prize. Come on. You're going to get this. This is going to be big. The million's not here, but at least the next biggest one, if we can go for 250, that would be off the freaking hook. I would love to give that one away. I was not anticipating giving away millions of Skill Stacker tokens, but we still have 7 days left after today. And I think it's possible that we're going to give away millions of Skill Stacker tokens. So let's roll this thing. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Flo. That wizard's his name is Flo. 25K. Let's go. 25K. There we go. Man, if I were to add all this up right now, I don't even know how much this is. It's a lot. We got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Okay, 4,000 in 5,000. So 5,000 in 1K. Okay, so there's 5 right there. Then we have 10K, 10K, 10K. That's another 30,000. Okay. Then we have 25, 25. That's 50. There we go. And then we have 1 million. 1 million. So that is 1,085,000 Skill Stacker tokens right there. That's insane. And then we also gave away 50 Gary coin, and we gave away a canvas. So there's at least $300 to $500 of value, an actual real world money, not value, real world money that we just gave away on one of the 30 days. This is what I'm willing to do for you guys. I'm willing to put my own hard-earned dollars into this because I need you guys to believe in me and what I'm doing, so you can go tell everybody you know that's in Web3 about this. Go into the rooms, go shill this stuff. Go talk about the 8 missions that we have of firing your boss and claiming your freedom and building your brand and finding your purpose. Like, these are all really keys. In fact, I'm just going to pull it up real quick, and I'm going to give a shout out where a shout out is due. Here we go. Let's go look at what Gary posted yesterday. I'm going to share my tab. Check this out. Look at this. I made this morning. It was so funny. So this was the missions that Maui Nancy wrote down during one of our trainings, or one of our morning giveaways, was ending poverty forever. Who can't get behind that? Ending poverty forever. Number 2, claiming your freedom. Number 3, securing your income. Right? You have an opportunity right now, but more than ever in history, to secure your income and make money online. It's so freaking easy. I'm not joking. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to be good with a computer. It's so freaking easy. Maui Nancy killed it with this and putting this together, by the way. Number 4, fire your boss. Because F your boss. Like, not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. I really believe that. But most people have crappy bosses that are just telling them they want to be in control and be in charge. It's time to fire your boss if you know that's what your calling is. Number 5, building your network. It's important to do what we're doing here and to build our network and to get amazing people on here like Maui Nancy and dude, there's such a huge list, Bearded and Not Yet and Sebastian and so many amazing people. Look at this one here. We'll continue off with this one. Number 6, make money for good. Use your money to help other people. You will never go broke from giving. You will never go broke from giving. You will never go broke from giving. In fact, that's going to be another song. Never go broke. I'm going to make a song for each one. There's the album. Holy crap. Let's see. Never go broke from giving. I just gave away my secret. There's the album. You guys want to know the album? Here's your 8 songs. There it is. It's going to be a skill stacker album that literally shows you how to do every single one of these and does it in a music format. This is freaking going to be awesome. Are you freaking kidding me? How cool is that? There it is. You were, well, what was that? What did that just say? I'm meant to be rich, straight up. Because the more rich you become and the better it is in your hands, if you're actually a giver, the more people you're going to be able to help. Right? How much help can you do for somebody else if you're broke? You're not doing anything good for the world by being broke. There's no nobility in poverty. I feel like Wolf on Wall Street in that line. There's no nobility in poverty. Being broke and living below your means is important, but being broke isn't something noble, isn't something to be proud of. It limits you from being able to help other people in the world and to help the ones that you care most about and to help yourself. Like, even if you don't help anybody else, like even to be able to help yourself. So it is my responsibility. It is on my heart. It is my mission to help no one be broke, help no one be in poverty ever again, because education is free. There's endless amounts of education now, endless amounts of information that the whole world should have access to. And that's what one of my missions for Skill Stacker. I've never talked about this before, but the kind of the mission behind the mission for me, one of the tactical things that we're going to be doing is we're going to give away at the minimum 1 million computers with all of our education, all of the Skill Stacker education on it. I don't want to sell or shill, I should say, this stuff too early in the journey, but I have some really big plans of missions that we're going to take on together to be able to put computers and technology in the hands of kids who have never been given these opportunities. And I know that we can do this together. If we can grow this market cap, we can grow this coin, we can grow this movement big enough, we can change so many lives. We're over on time, but number 7 here is build your brand. This is what I'm probably best at, is helping you build a brand, because whether you realize it or not, you are a brand. You may be invisible right now, but I can help you with that. I can help you become iconic. And the last one here is discover your purpose. This should be your number 1 priority. It's a reason why it's number 8. Your purpose is your number 1 responsibility to go out and find and to seek. And the way you're going to do that is by doing what I talked about at the very beginning, to come full circle on all of this, is to spending time with your creator, spending time with the one who made you, spending time with the one who actually put you on this earth and gave you this life that you have, gave you this air in your lungs. So with that being said, I feel like we need to do a mic drop. I'm not going to drop my actual mic because this thing is fucking expensive. But we're going to be back tomorrow. So if you're excited as I am, you got jacked up for today, make sure you share this out. If you're watching the replay, thank you for joining us on the replay. If you were here with me live, I love you to pieces. You're the best. I can't wait to see you guys. And we're going to go ahead and sign off since we're late. I'm running over, but we're going to sign off to the one and only Skill Stacker anthem. So I give to everyone, always have. You do. I know you do. Bearded does. Amazing. So anything you guys can do to share the love with others, that's what I encourage you guys to do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. And as always, you know what to do. Keep looking up.
They told me learn the rules, but I broke the mold. Flipping the script while the story's cold. Education system's got a crack in the frame. We stacking skills they can't even name. STKR breaking the chains. Weight breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle, we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. No textbook here, just codes we weave. Entrepreneur dreams that make you believe. Waves of the west with a whistle in the air. Calling out rebels who don't play fair. STKR breaking the chains. Weight breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle, we built from the ground, stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. No textbook here, just codes we weave. Entrepreneur dreams that make you believe. Waves of the West with a whistle in the air, calling out rebels who don't play fair. STKR breaking the chains, wave breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle, we built from the ground, stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. Degrees can't teach what our grind's about. The system's old, we found the route. Web breed power, we kick in the door. Rebels unite, time to even the score. STKR breaking the chains, wave breed riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle, we built from the ground, stacking the skills, now the future's unbound.